Hello and welcome back. This is going to be lesson 4.2 of writing system of equations. Okay, so this is going to be the part 2 of the topic 4 regarding system of equations and how to translate word problems into system of equations. As always, please remember that we want to identify our variables. And as we talked before, when you tackle these type of problems, look for the question mark because oftentimes they're going to give you what the variables are. And in this case, we can see that we have letter X, which is the number of adult tickets, and Y is the number of student tickets. And if you notice that I haven't even read the problem yet, but I already identify what the variables are. Because right there, the question says, which system of equations can be used to determine X, the number of adult tickets, and Y, the number of student tickets? So right there, I can even write my variables because they're given to me. Now, if you also remember last time, I mentioned that sometimes they're going to give you the letters that doesn't really match what they represent. Like for example, if I have given a choice, letter A would be a better choice for to represent adult tickets, and letter S would be a better choice to represent student tickets. But in here, they decided to use X and Y, and that's okay. But so we're going to write here X represents the number. I'm going to use this symbol, which means number of adult tickets. Let's write it there, adult tickets. And we're going to have Y, which represents the number of student tickets. So there you go. So even without reading the problem, I already know what my variables are, and it's going to be X and Y. And this will better prepare me to identify my equations, which is the whole objective of these lessons is to identify the system of equations. Now let's read the problem. For the school play, you can buy student tickets and adult tickets. They sold a total of 56 tickets. If adult tickets cost $8 and student tickets cost $5, and I guess I forgot to write there they collected, okay, or the school collected. Okay, so let's write they right there. And I apologize for my mistake there. And they collect a total of $250. Which system of equations can be used to determine X, the number of adult tickets, and Y, the number of student tickets? So we have a school play, which is a performance at the school. So let's say here's a school play, the Romeo and Juliet is being played, and they're going to sell two types of tickets. The student tickets, which cost $5, and the adult tickets, which cost $8. Okay, and when they had this performance, they were able to collect a total of $250, and also they were able to sell 56 tickets. Okay, so these types of problems is the what we call the classic quantity versus value problem. Okay, so I'm going to write over here quantity. Okay, and for the first problem, I'm going to write it down, but usually can abbreviate Q and V. So here it will be quantity. Okay, and this will be value. Okay, so there's two types of equations here. One that it represents quantity, so like how many items were sold, and one that means value, how much money were they totaled. Basically, you're looking for the totals. If you notice right there, they sold a total of 56 tickets. Well, that's a quantity, how many tickets they sold. So there'll be 56. Okay, and the other total is $250. That means the value. How much was it? And so that would be 250. Okay. Also, very important to do here you can write what they represent. This represents tickets, okay? And this represents dollars, so total money. Now, why is this important? Because usually on the equation that means value, you want to have the value before each variable. So let's take a look. Okay, quantity. How many tickets were sold? Well, how many tickets were there? Well, there were two types of tickets, the adult tickets and the student tickets. So let's write it down. Adult tickets plus student tickets equals a total of 56 tickets. Now, the other equation is each adult ticket costs $8 and student tickets cost $5. And please remember, the equation that represents value, you want to have the value before each variable. So here we have two types of tickets, adult tickets and student tickets. And what is the value of an adult ticket? Well, the value of an adult ticket is $8 and the value of a student ticket is $5. So $8 per adult plus $5 per student equals a total of $250. So if you notice, dollar plus dollar equals total dollars. And here is number of tickets plus number of tickets equals a total of 56 tickets, okay? So please remember we have a quantity equation and a value equation. And the equation that represents money or value has the value before each variable. So there we go. We have our two equations. Now we just have to see where they are at multiple choices. And if you notice, the first one is wrong because it says 8x plus 5y equals 56. It doesn't match. This one matches the bottom and the top. So letter B is looking good. Letter C is wrong because we see it equals 250. And the first equation is good, but notice right there, they mix the numbers before the variables. Okay, so we know that is wrong. So be very careful because if you notice right there, the first equation is correct, but the second equation, that's where you have to pay attention. If the values in front of each variable are correct, and for sure we know the letter B is the right one. So please remember that in these particular problems, we're going to look for quantity versus value. Quantity is the number of items, and value represents how much they are worth or how much money they cost, okay? So let's tackle another problem here. Here's example number 2. By looking at the question, you can find the variables, okay? So even before reading the problem, I can identify the variables. And why is this important is because we're becoming accustomed to the language that the STAR test presents the questions to you. So right there, we know that we have H and T. And right there, we know that H is going to represent the number of hamburger specials. So I'm going to write there number of hamburger specials. And letter T is going to be the number of taco specials. Okay, he's talking about hamburger versus tacos. But let's go ahead now and tackle the problem. So at Fast Food Express, so basically a restaurant called Fast Food Express, their hamburger special costs $7.05 and their taco special costs $6.75. A family of 5 went to Fast Food Express and ordered hamburger and taco specials. They spent a total of $34.65. Which system of equations can be used to determine H, the number of hamburger specials, and T, the number of taco specials? So now we're going to go back and try to identify our equations. So basically, the problem is talking about going to a fast food place, and we have a choice of ordering hamburgers versus taco specials. And there's a family that went there, and they ordered some tacos and some hamburgers. So let's write the equations. And now notice that this one, we're going to look for quantity. versus value. And when you're looking at that, you look for the total. Right here, it tells us the value. So their hamburger special is $7.05, and the taco specials is $6.75. A family of 5 went to Fast Food Express and ordered hamburger and taco specials. So we know that we order hamburger and taco specials, and there were total 5 people, so there were 5 specials ordered. That's our quantity. There were 5 specials, so let's write it there. 5 specials. That's what we're dealing with. Now remember, the next equation, we're looking for the value. And right there in the next sentence says they spent a total of $34.65. So right there, that tells us that's our value, $34.65. So that is our total money. And that makes sense with value. So now remember that the equation that means value, we want to have the variables, which is hamburger plus taco, but we want to add the value in front of each variable. So what is the value of a hamburger? Hamburger is worth $7.05. And our taco special is worth $6.75. So if you notice, hamburger specials plus taco specials equals 5 specials. The value of hamburger plus the value of taco specials equals $34.65. So dollar plus dollar equals dollar. All right, very good. So we have our 2 equations right there. And what we have to do is identify here are the multiple choices. If you notice, the first one is wrong because we're looking for h plus t equals 5. So we know that this one is good. But on the second one, let's check it out. That matches. So that's good. The third one here, this is matches, but here, if you notice, classical example, they switch the value. They're trying to trick you. Okay, so we know letter C is not it. And letter D, this is also wrong. So for sure, without a doubt, it is letter B. So in these type of questions, you're going to look for quantity versus value. So this concludes the second part of the writing system of equations lesson. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope this video was helpful. Have a great day. Bye-bye.